It's a song inspired by a conversation I had with a good buddy of mine, an Australian folk singer named David Ross MacDonald. And David plays this 80-something-year-old guitar. And it's a parlor-sized guitar. It's this beautiful old thing, tiny little thing. And he's just got a really soft touch on it. It's such a delicate thing to hear him play it. And he was telling me one morning after the jam had wound down, you know, it was just down to me and him, and he was telling me that he just got the guitar out of the shop and had some work done on it. And he said when he got it out and he played it again, he felt like it had actually lost something in the process of being fixed up, you know. And that's the kind of thing that you can't get back, right? And as I said, I mean, he cherishes this thing like nothing else. And so I was like, Dave, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. And he said, you know what? I'm just borrowing this thing from the next guy who's going to play it anyway. And that just stuck in my brain for a long time, and finally grew into this song. It's called Pass It Along. This guitar came from a timber, from the body of a tree, through the workshop of a luthier. Now it's on loan to me, and it's good company after dinner, and fits my hands just fine. But someday another singer with a pair of hands like mine will coax out songs much prettier, still hiding in its strings, and sing stronger, braver words than I could ever sing. And folks are gonna love it, but this I'm almost sure. So I take good care of it, 'cause I'm borrowing it from her. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. And I still love my country. Sometimes it's hard to recognize it, but I count myself lucky to have been born inside it. And I'm grateful for the rights others struggle hard to win. You can be sure I'm gonna fight when they try and take them back again. Oh, and everywhere are teachers, though some fell along the way. The words they said still reach us, just like you're teaching me here today. And you may not speak it loud, but it's clear in what you do. And I hope to make you proud, 'cause I borrowed it from you. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. Seems these days we're in a hurry to grab up all that's left to use, putting patents on discovery, making seeds that don't reproduce. If our vision is so narrow, seeing only bought and sold, we'll end up like the pharaohs, buried with their gold. We've all pushed this thing along, we've all been guided by our fear, but the river sings a song we've gotta be quieter to hear. It's in every child's face, new and hopeful as a stem. Best be gentle with this place, 'cause we're borrowing it from them. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it. Pass it along, pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it. Pass it along. Thank you very much, guys.
Mr. Scott Cook, all the way from Cambridge, Alberta. Yeah, not bad, right? Delightful. Oh, it's such fun to be here. So I think, yeah, as Scott said, I think I'll just give you a wee taste of what's to come, and then we'll have a little break, and come and buy Scott's CDs. He's got lovely albums. Oh, they're good. And we got a new album out, which we recorded at the end of our last tour with the two of us and 3 others. And we'll be releasing that officially in London, but on the 10th of June, the next day, we'll be in Glastonbury Assembly Rooms releasing that one with the full complement of people who recorded it. But lots of what you'll hear tonight is on that one, and I'm well proud of it. But this is a tune that I'd like to play. This is something that you'd normally hear with my band, which is the Jez Hellard Orchestra. We like to play mongrel music, and this is one which I found is one of the best ways of meeting people in any country, no matter about the language. I mean, I try and speak several languages, but this one, it does much better. And if you want to stop a fight or anything, it always works well. I normally dedicate it to Margaret Thatcher, but I'm going to dedicate it to the police in Karlsruhe in Baden-Württemberg, because a few weeks ago I was on tour down there with my band, and as we came into town in my van with the alternator not really alternating in the way that it should do, and the lights a little bit dim, we passed about 40 police cars in a row, and I was thinking, oh God, oh no, what's going on? And they were all the way up to the venue where we were going to, and we stopped there and parked and switched the lights off and pretended like everything was fine, and then we found out it was a fascist demonstration, and it had nothing to do with us at all, so we were really quite pleased. But this one is called Miner's Picket Dance, and it goes like this. Oh